I am so excited because today we are starting the very first time I'm ever doing a mystery soap series. Now, I have borrowed this idea from Katie Carson of Royalty Soaps. She does a mystery soap collection every year, and I thought it was such a fun idea. I wanted to do a mystery soap collection myself with just a little bit of a spin on it. So she makes the bars of soap and she doesn't tell you what colors she's using, what fragrances she's using, or anything about it. And then at the end of each video there is a little hint that is supposed to help you figure out the overall theme of the collection. So at the end of each video I will also be giving you a hint of what the overall theme is, and the first person to correctly guess the soap theme will be winning a $25 gift card to my Etsy shop where you can purchase soaps and wax melts that are handmade by me. So if you are the very first person to guess this correctly, you will be the winner. So without further ado, let's get started and make our first mystery soap. All right, I have my lye water solution here and I have already added my sodium lactate to it, and then we have our base oils here, and I have already added the mystery fragrance oil to this already. So we're gonna go ahead and combine these two together. And using my stick blender, I am going to blend this to emulsion. Alright, I am going to keep this a little bit on the thinner side because I do want to further mix this with my stick blender to mix in the colorants. And I do have my colorant already dispersed in some of the oil here. We're going to add some of the oil into this one. We're going to go about half and half. Pour that into here. Like I said, we're going to do about half. And I want to mix this all up. Again, this is a mystery color. All right, and I do want to mix just a little bit of this color into here just to add a little bit to this one, since we are going to do a bit of a two-toned color swirl. I'm going to mix just a little bit more till I kind of get close to the color I want. And I do want to add a little bit of titanium dioxide into this to lighten it up just a bit. All right, and I want to do a quick blend with my stick blender to really ensure that these colors are mixed in well. All right, and then moving over to this one, we're going to blend this one as well. I think I'm going to add a little bit more of this blue color, and we're going to do an in the pot swirl. I do want to let these thicken just a little bit independently so they don't run together as much. So I'm going to give this just a minute and then we will pour it into the main pot here. All right, it has been about a minute since I let these sit and they are coming to trace nicely. So I'm going to pour about half of that into the front of the pitcher and about half of it into the back there. And I am going to be scraping all of this out into this pitcher because we will not be coming back to this color. Okay, and then I'm going to give this one quick kind of swirl with my spatula there just to kind of get a little bit of that color mixed together, but not overly mixed. All right, and then taking our mold, we're just going to do a simple pour directly into the mold. All right, I'm gonna give that a quick tap, and then I am going to scrape every last bit of this back into the mold. All right, and we will let this sit and I will prepare the soap frosting. All right, I have my soap frosting ready to go. I have to say this is the exact color I was wanting, so I'm really glad that I nailed that. And we are gonna go ahead and start piping. Oh my gosh, this color is perfect. I'm so happy with how this color turned out. The consistency is perfect too. It's not too hard, not too soft. It's holding its shape great, and it's easy enough to pipe without worrying of busting my piping bag, which has definitely happened before and something I always try to avoid because when it happens, it can be a little bit jarring. And you gotta work quickly. Right, and there is the piping. All right, and here are the embeds for this soap. Again, these are all mysteries. Of course, some of these may be obvious as to what they are, some might not be, but we are going to go ahead and add these to the soap. I'm gonna go ahead and add the first embeds to these, and I'm gonna add 1 per each soap. All right, so those are all of the first embeds placed. Now I'm gonna turn this around and we are going to add the second embed. We're gonna do, again, 1 per each. And due to the size and shape of these, I am going to stick these in sideways instead of lay them flat because they are a little bit wider, and if I lay them flat, then they might get cut off. So we are going to just put those in sideways. All right, so these are all of the embeds placed, and this is the bar of soap. So, do you have any guesses yet? Do you have any ideas of what this could be? So if you do, definitely leave a comment and guess what you think the theme is or what the bar of soap is supposed to be. Again, this is all about a central theme, so maybe it'll be more obvious as it goes. All right, so that is the soap. We are going to let this sit for a few days, probably close to 2 to 3 days is usually how long it takes until I can easily remove the soap from the mold. So we are gonna come back and cut this open and see what it looks like. And we might have one more design element to add to the bars of soap after we cut them. All right, we are ready to cut the soap now. So I've got my single bar cutter here. And I'm going to flip this around this way just so that way we don't mess up any of the embeds. All right, and we are gonna make our first cut. Ooh, this is perfect. That's exactly how I wanted this swirl to look. I think there's a really good color definition in there as well. They're not too similar of colors. So we're gonna cut the rest of these and then we're gonna come back for our next step. All right, and now we are going to be taking a stamp. This is the stamp that we are using for this soap, and we are just going to make a little stamp into it while it's still soft and fresh. All right, so this is the first bar of the Secret Soap series. So if you guys have any guesses, definitely put them down in the comments below. And if you're still not sure, here is the first hint.
Snowflakes and shivers will welcome you here. Frigid and polar, it stays all of the year. The pond frozen solid is a good place to fish. There's nothing else more that a walrus could wish. The sleet and the snow gives me freedom to roam, but I always return to the place I call home.
All right, guys, so that is the first hint. It's definitely a little bit of a ambiguous hint, but if you have any guesses, definitely leave them down in the comment section below. Again, the first person to guess correctly will be the winner. So that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please like and subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram, link is below. And until my next mystery soap video, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.